Hi, it's Valerie from A Stitch in Life. If you're new here, I am a former costume and fashion designer, gone homeschooling mama of 5 kids. On this channel, we talk all about sewing, upcycling, sustainable fashions. Let's get started. I also have another channel called Our Homeschool Castle, where I do talk about homeschooling life and how we do it with our little ones. But over here, I like to talk about fashions and sewing and all sorts of fun projects like that. I do have a degree in fashion design. I did work in theater for 14 years, so I do know pattern making, draping, cutting, sewing, all sorts of sewing techniques that I've learned in school, but then also from other women on the job. I also learned millinery and all sorts of crafts that go into making costumes for theater. So I was just a contestant on a show called The Next Top Upcycler. It's over on Blueprint DIY. I will leave the link below. And what we did over there was we took some jeans, denim, and made them into a new garment. It was a lot of fun. Go watch my episode. Vote for me, Team Valerie. So I did join a sewing group with Blueprint DIY Renegade Upcyclers, and we've been upcycling and doing things and challenging each other and thrift store shopping. It's a habit, guys. It's a wonderful habit, actually. So I have these garments that I'm making, and my design was all based upon these t-shirts that I've had for a long time. T-shirts that don't fit me. I am plus size. I've had 3 kids in the last 5 years, so I am a little bit more plus size than I was before. So I have made some garments by upsizing them, which I will leave a link below to a video I did upsizing a dress. This one I just made. I am a doll collector, as you can see. Barbie is my favorite thing. And I found this at the thrift store, this Barbie t-shirt. This is actually the back of the dress. The front of the dress is here, and it's a bunch of mishmash of different kinds of tees and t-shirt material. And then the skirt part is very dreamy. It actually, as you can tell, is from like a 60s nightgown, negligee nightgown, but it's a couple layers, and then of course I wear tights and stuff underneath of it, but I wanted it to kind of be like a fairy dress. I used a collar from a men's shirt. It's also purple. I'm all about the purple. Purple is for epilepsy awareness because I do have a special needs daughter with epilepsy. And I used the cuffs on the back, which I didn't tack down because it would take away from the shape of the neckline. But when you have it on, which I will show you here, it just lays just fine. It looks beautiful, I think. So yeah, this is one of my garments with the Barbie tee. I have another one that I'm working on with a New Order t-shirt. I love New Order. One of my favorite bands. Yes, that does date me. I had this t-shirt tucked away somewhere and I couldn't find it actually, and I was going crazy. And then just at the last moment before I needed to have this done, I found it. Woohoo! And so I'm kind of pinning and working on what that garment's going to look like. I do love to do sketches of my garments and of what I'm thinking about doing. It's not necessarily 100% what I'm going to do, but it's a way to get started and get like these ideas that you have out on paper. I have the pieces in the garments. I usually gather a bunch of colors and patterns together first. That's how I start designing. Do a sketch. The sketch is usually just rough because I'm not sure how it's going to look or turn out. And then in the process of draping, which is really how I design, is I drape the garment on a dress form. That is when I start to notice like, oh, this is what it's really going to look like. This is the drawing of the Barbie one. And obviously the top did turn out differently, and so did the waistband and stuff, because that's how it goes. But I just wanted to have some kind of a design element in mind so that I have something to go back to look at. There's definitely no right or wrong way to design clothes. Some people don't do sketches at all, and they don't even buy new fabric at all. They just go to the thrift store and buy garments to change into new garments. There is a plethora of garments at the thrift store, as you all know, and a lot of it does end up in a landfill. So what a better way for our environment and for our unique fashions is to use clothing that we get secondhand, or even just in our closet that don't fit us anymore, or the style's just not quite there anymore. So on this channel, you'll find a lot of videos like that, me taking other garments or just other fabrics that I've got secondhand or people have donated to me as well, making new things. I make clothes for my children, I make clothes for me, I make just things around the house. I'm actually working on a braided rug. I've never done a braided rug before, but I have all these t-shirts and all this knit fabric that is from my kids' t-shirts that are either stained or they're too pilly to really hand down to the next kid. I'm cutting them into strips about 1 inch wide, and I'm going to braid it. It might take me forever, but we'll see. So subscribe and ring the bell, stick around, and we're going to do some really cool sewing projects over here. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.